This now, the Mountain Club of South Africa says it's received many complaints about the rangers at Table Mountain National Park. Now, recently, top cyclist Nic Dlamini's arm was broken during an altercation with rangers in the Silver Mine section of the park. The Mountain Club's Cape Town chairperson, Martin Hutton-Squire, joins us now from our Cape Town studio. Martin, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, unfortunately, it took a horrific incident like the one involving Nic Dlamini to bring the role of these mountain rangers front and center. I believe this has been an issue for some time, but your club has experienced a spike in complaints.
Yeah, following the incident on Friday, the most unfortunate incident, which should never have occurred, we did put a call out to our members to let us know if they'd had similar experiences on the mountain, because we are aware that there has been unprofessional behaviour previously on the mountain on the part of the rangers of Table Mountain National Park. So, you know, this is not a new incident. It happens to be amongst the worst we've ever heard of. But unfortunately, this rough behaviour and unprofessional behaviour has been going on for some time.
What have been the nature of most of the complaints that you've heard of?
Well, you know, we don't want to point fingers at anybody, least of all at South African national parks or at their rangers. But it does come down to training. And unfortunately, when you're dealing with the general public in an open access urban park, which is what the Table Mountain Park actually is, you inevitably are going to find people who may have infringed a minor rule or in many instances, are totally unaware that such a rule exists. And so some of the examples are being 10 minutes earlier on a beach such as Boulders or Komaki before official opening time, taking photographs of penguins or birds, or being hassled because you stepped off a path or a tar road. You know, very minor stuff which unfortunately leads to unfortunate altercations between the members of the public and the rangers, who don't really have sufficient training in how to calmly deal with the public when the public might be wrong or may just be unaware.
Now, obviously, you'll agree that there is a need to enforce rules and regulations in a park of this importance and scope as well. But we're talking here then of softer people skills that you feel like these rangers are not skilled in.
Yeah, look, I'm not even sure we should spend the time talking about the rangers, because they've got a difficult job to do, without a doubt. But the difference is that this is a open access urban park. Table Mountain is not like the run-of-the-mill major South African parks, which are all iconic in different ways, and which we all much admire and much appreciate, and where we really support the South African National Park staff in everything they do. The difficulty is that there's very little difference between Table Mountain National Park or Table Mountain Park and the larger urban parks, whether they're in Joburg or in Durban or in Cape Town, where people can just walk in off the street and enjoy them. And therefore you have to interact with the public in a different way to that which you would do on the big national parks. If I may just expand on that, in a big national park, the public are largely confined to a defined campsite or are in their motor cars or in a bus. They're not walking.
Unfortunately, we've lost our connection there to the Cape Town chairperson of the Mountain Club of South Africa, Martin Hutton-Squire. A pity there. My last question was going to be about what the interaction has been of late with sand parks as well as the management of Table Mountain National Park.